Speaking to Superintendent in charge of the Traffic Department, Randy Connaught, he says in keeping with regulations that govern the easement, operating public transportation is prohibited, at least for the time being.
And the Emergency Powers COVID-19 regulations, SR 28, number 6, and I will just speak to, or generalize and speak to sections 14.2a and 14.2b. There is still a prohibition on the operation of motor omnibuses and also hiring cars and taxis. The COVID committee has consistently and continues to review the regulations and provide easement as we go forward. And that is contingent on a number of factors, but we have not yet realized or reached the stage where they have provided some ease on the public transport system, and as such we continue to maintain or enforce that provision.
The officer says the few buses that are allowed to operate and are seen at the St. George's bus terminus is to facilitate workers at the General Hospital and not passengers. He says people can look forward to further easement in the not-too-distant future.
We do hope and we anticipate, and I think that is a general statement, we can relatively see further easement as we go forward. But as I indicated a little bit earlier, that is based on the assessments being conducted by the COVID committee. And when such time comes about, the Royal Grenada Police Force will be in a position to make that declaration and to provide further clarity as we move forward. But as it is for now, it is prohibited and unlawful for anyone to operate a public transport, being a motor omnibus or a hiring car or taxi.
Government in the past week has provided bus operators with a stimulus package to help cushion the loss being off the road during this pandemic. In conversation with a member of the Grand Anse Bus Association, Garth Woodruff, he says from his knowledge, all of their members are adhering to the regulations. However, it is difficult for them having their family to maintain.
I could tell you, well, not everybody has not received the stimulus package yet, right? We're in the process of trying to find out who got and didn't, right? And but overall, it's been very difficult for the transportation industry because we can't operate. And even though we got the moratorium from the banks and so on, we still have, we family to take care of and so on. So it's difficult. We're hoping that whatever, once we get the stimulus package, that it somehow would be able to help in some sort of way.
Woodruff says going forward would depend on government's decision for them. Christelina John, GBN News.